My name's ADHD. What's your name and what are you down here doing, Councillor?
I'm down here for the protest supporting the young girl's dad, the girl that was sexually assaulted. He's a good friend of mine, her dad, so we were peacefully protesting outside the bell.
Thank God that I come up and meet you, bro. You know, no, because it's awesome, because I thought to myself, after all this happened, I'm going to have a little look, just have a look and see what I
protesting, they think I'm like bashing up police cars, so I've got to say peacefully.
Could you say what this young girl and her family need as help and how we can help as a population rather than just coming down here to protest? If someone's got more money than others or they give to a charity, could you listen to this charity, please, for the young girl?
So the girl's dad appreciates everyone coming out protesting. He just wants it to be peaceful, and there's other ways we can help her as well. I've set up a Just Giving page, which has raised just over £3,000, and that will pay for trauma counselling. She's too afraid to go out the door at the moment, so the family trying to build her confidence.
Of course she's going to be.
And she's traumatised.
Of course she's going to be.
And the family hurting as well. So the money will pay for trauma counselling, and we might send her on a little break as well when she's confident enough to go out again. So if anyone wants to donate, this is the title of the page. I know you've already zoomed in, but
got it. And I'm gonna screenshot that and put it as I'll put it on here somewhere, right? Yeah.
So everyone can donate. Yeah. Just Giving, it's easy. They don't take too much.
Thank you for being a part of your community, mate, and actually standing up and saying, because a lot of people don't want to get on it, mate. Yeah, they don't.
I think we have to stand up as parents, don't we? We're all parents. Well, not all of us, but I'm a parent. We have to stand up and do something. It's not because it's my friend's daughter, it's because it's a young girl. It's a school girl coming out of school, sexually assaulted on her own. It's wrong. Yeah. And again, it's not because he's from a different country. We're all equal.
Yeah, look.
Doesn't matter what colour you are.
We
love everyone, but he illegally came over here and he sexually assaulted someone, so we need to stand up.
So there's an issue. There's an issue, and we've got to stand up. I really appreciate you for that. I don't want to get you to say too much, otherwise I've got to do it again. Right? Yeah, ADHD, yeah.
I don't often speak here because I prefer to sit back and observe, and it's honesty in saying I'm not as strong as some of the characters in here, but I speak when necessary, and now there's never been a more necessary time to speak. I need to speak up for local parents and their children. As a father myself, I find it really hard to accept that a 14-year-old was sexually assaulted a few hundred metres away from a school that she attended by somebody who had illegally came into the country just 8 days before. Now, it wouldn't be right for me to sit here and talk about the perpetrator tonight, but what I would say is it's not fair for anybody to make comment about colour, race or religion. We're all equal and we should all be treated the same. But it's also not fair for anyone that turns up at the protest to be branded a racist or a Nazi. There are many of us in this room who are parents. Think about how we'd all feel if this happened to one of our own children. Wouldn't you protest? I attended the protest myself because I'm friends with the father of the daughter, and it was very peaceful from our point. There was no trouble. Obviously, by the time I got home later that evening, there had been trouble. But I think speaking for the local people and the majority of people there, they're there just to peacefully protest, not kick police cars and try and cause trouble. In my opinion, that was from people that are well outside the district. The father of the 14-year-old who was sexually assaulted is a friend of mine, and I can tell you that he's really hurting about what's happened. He feels powerless because there's nothing he can do to change the situation. But let's be honest, our government, they have left our borders wide open for anybody and everybody to just walk into our country. They then put them into comfortable hotels without checking their history or backgrounds or putting any safeguarding measures in place to prevent them from harming themselves or any members of the public. Now, I'm not for 1 minute saying that illegal immigrants are all criminals or they don't deserve to be housed. I know that some of them are in very vulnerable situations and they've escaped from harm and even worse, risk of being killed. And I think that it's important that we understand we need to help and accommodate people like that. But we also need to make sure that there are background checks and we have some kind of knowledge about their history and if they're going to be a danger to the public. On another note, I want to read a statistic which was published from HARP, which is HARP, which is a homeless charity in Essex. There are 3,898 people sleeping rough every night in England. There are 8,880 people in Essex that are homeless. Some of them fought for our country and put their life at risk in doing so. Now, as I said earlier, it's not about race, colour or religion, we're all equal. But how are we as a country putting illegal immigrants who we have no knowledge and no background in comfortable hotels while leaving our own on the streets in the cold. Our government and Home Office have let their own people down, they've let the people of Epping down, and they've let the parents of the young girl who was sexually assaulted down. People are protesting because they're worried. They feel like they're not being listened to. Even our leader of the Councillor, Chris Whitbread, has been ignored several times as he's raised this issue with the Home Office. People have the right to protest as long as it's done with dignity and without violence. There's been incidents where people have been injured and damaged police cars and even assaulted police officers.
Councillor Yarrow, you have another minute because
Okay,
you have up to 5 minutes, just to let you know.
There have been incidents where people have assaulted people and attacked police cars. This is not protesting, this is silliness. I don't agree with any of that, and the message gets lost and the focus shifts away from the victim. On that note, I'd like to read a message from the young girl's father to show you exactly what he's like and how he's fought on the protest. Morning, Shane. I hope you're okay. Just a quick message to say thank you for checking in on me every day and just genuinely being there for us. Thanks for helping to raise awareness and for turning up to show support. My daughter is reading the lovely messages of support on the Just Giving, and it's making her smile again. You've known me for a long time, and I do not want or condone any of the violence that have taken place at the protest. That's not what we're about, and that's not what we're trying to achieve. It's only going to make things go the other way. I just want the hotel to be moved, not only off our streets, but away from making any other family feel how we are feeling right now. It's not fair that the government are putting our children and grandchildren at risk, even their own. I didn't think my little girl's story would be as big as it has become, but I'm loving the support from the community and the kind messages. It's helping her get through every day. Eventually, we will get her confidence back to the point where she's able to go out without feeling scared. Now, we've all been elected in here from the people of Epping Forest, and I feel like most of us are on the same page, but we need to take a minute to put ourselves in the family's position and how we'd feel and stand up for them. And if that means actually going to the Home Office ourselves or all of us writing an individual email, then so be it. We need to make sure that they feel like they're being listened to, because right now they're not, from the government or the Home Office.
Thank you, Councillor.